Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, December the 25th, presented by Mercury. We've recorded this a little bit early. We're checking in with Josh Herron for Logan Martin and Lay Lake. We're talking to Tom Ott, of course, for Guntersville. And then we connected with Lee Pitts in the deer stand while he's talking about the fishing that's been going on at Weiss Lake and a little bit of Neely Henry. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with what the guys have to say. Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Christmas Day, Saturday, December the 25th, presented by Mercury. First of all, Merry Christmas to all the employees and family at Bucks Island. Thank you very much for your participation in everything that we do, including these fishing reports. Tom, to you and St. Jennifer, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you guys as well. We're recording this a little bit early this week because of Christmas, but Tom, tell me what's going on at Guntersville.
Man, I'm telling you, it's time for St. Nick to waddle his hefty little butt down the chimney and bring us some more gifts over there at Guntersville. The fish are wrapped up tight right now. It's a fun time to be out there on the lake. There's some cold mornings. We've got some nice warm afternoons that have been happening. Nice southerly breeze is going to be making it a little rough this weekend, I think, but it really turns those fish up. I'm telling you, right now, an A-rig, a flat side crankbait, a jerk bait. We've got real clear water conditions. The water is a little low, so be careful. Everything's lined up right. It's just a great time to be out there. A lot of fish are being caught right this time. So, anybody that's going to be fishing like the New Year's Day tournament or something, that's going to be hot.
So, yeah, I know that the temperatures are going to get a little warmer in the afternoons, and the fishing does tend to pick up in the afternoon that way. I know that's the bass bite. What are you seeing out of the crappie and maybe the striper and everything else that's going on there?
The striper, the whites, they're really schooling up a lot right now. They're just – if you get to any of these bridge causeways, there's just a ton of bait moving through there. The crappie bite is extremely hot. It seems to be really happening sometime after midnight to daylight, but, that's a crappie bite for you. But there's plenty of those to be found out around the grass and the grass edges as well. So, don't discount that if you just can't catch them at the causeway. Don't forget that that's not the only place they're going to be. So anywhere you find bait and you can find those crappie, you might even mistake them for bass on some of this forward-looking sonar, but there's just a ton of things happening right now. It's a really good time, Dano.
Well, thanks again, Tom, and we appreciate everything.
Well, hey, guys, Merry Christmas, tight lines, and y'all be very safe out there.
Thanks, dude. Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, December the 25th. For all the employees and family at Bucks Island, Merry Christmas to everyone. We hope you have a wonderful day. We're going to head on out to our good friend Lee Pitts, the crappie king of Weiss Lake. Lee, I know you've been doing a little bit of sitting in deer stands and stuff, but you've also been fishing. Tell us what's going on Weiss Lake.
I've got some good news this week. Fishing have been picking up a little bit. Like I said last week, got a multiple of things going on. We're still out there. The bigger fish are deep in the river channel. But, you can get back in some of these bays, some of the major creeks that are coming in, and some of the guys are long lining. I swapped it up a little bit and kind of flipped around some this week and did a little bit of both. Catching more fish with the long line trolling. We're using these Bobby Garland baits, the slab slayers, the baby shads. I'm using a 1/24th ounce head with a little bit of split shot on it. They're still a little bit deeper, but catching a lot of numbers doing that, but still the better fish are out there on the river ledges. Your 13 to 14, 15-inch fish are out there in that deeper water dropping straight down in that cover for them. But, it's one of those things. It just depends on what you want to do. Do you want to go and try to catch more for the skillet, or do you want to catch some bigger fish? So the bigger fish are still out there deep, dropping live bait and some of these plastics down on them, getting in that brush. But you can still back up and get in these creeks and long line and catch more numbers.
I know the bass bite's still been kind of hit and miss, shallow water, square bills. some swim jigs and maybe some flipping around the grass. Let's turn to Neely Henry real quick. Tell us what's going on down there. What have you been hearing?
Well, most everybody's still, they're just getting over them and they're dropping down vertical at Neely. A lot of these guys, they're staying with that live bait. Also, some of them are kind of doubling up and using, double lead heads with still the same thing, the slab slayers, the Bobby Garland baby shads, things like that. And just really the fish are still holding tight, relating to that wood cover. A little bit of current's really helping them, but if they kick it on, they're really sucking it. I mean, it makes it tough to try to get that bait and hold it down there in that structure without staying hung all day. So one of the key things is if they're generating a little bit of power and got that water kind of moving a little, that's going to really, really help that deep bite.
And we saw with the bass bite when we filmed Brian Latimer straight up fishing last week, the swim jig bite can still be decent in the grass. And then, of course, the flat sides right now, that's a big deal, too. Lee, thanks for everything. To you and Laura, thank you very much for your participation and your friendship. And Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas to you guys, too. Look forward to a great new year.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, December the 25th, presented by Mercury. Merry Christmas to the employees and family at Bucks Island. Thank you for everything. Again, to Josh Herron, thank you for the time, and Merry Christmas to your family. But let's talk about Logan Martin and Lay Lake. Tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Man, Logan's kind of at its full winter drawdown now, so it's going good. It's actually getting better. I like the way the lake fishes better at winter pool. You get these kind of deals where you kind of start looking for these natural rock sections in these creeks, and these fish really seem to hold on that kind of structure in the mornings very well. And they kind of get out into these flatter pockets, especially with these warmer afternoons. Lay Lake, you can still kind of get on that mythical swim jig deal, especially with some of these warmer afternoons we've been having. But it's kind of hit the time of the year where it's going to be dominated by the Alabama rig.
You're going to get some colder water here soon with these conditions. I know the afternoons have been warm still. What's happening in the afternoon bite? Is it a jerkbait bite, flat sides? What do we want to look for?
Man, that's the afternoons this time of the year, the time of the day you really need to key on largemouth. That's going to be their predominant bite window is going to be from 1 to 3. So if you're going to kind of stage your gear a day right now, I would say spotted bass fish, jerkbaits, A-rigs, single Kitex, stuff like that from daylight until 1, and then after 1 o'clock, that's kind of your magic hours of the day where you can really get on like a swim jig bite or a flipping bite. These fish really kind of pull up late in the day this time of year, and that's my favorite time of the day to fish this time of year.
Okay, Lay Lake, what kind of things are we going to want to look at there?
Man, you're going to look at any of these steeper creeks. Kind of places these fish can pull in and out really fast. I'm not talking about like river channel kind of stuff. I'm talking about like you're looking at more like 45 banks. Because, I mean, you could still catch these largemouth earlier in the day fishing on the front edge. They just position better in the afternoons. So just short little windows and short little stretches, man. You're not looking for big expanses. You're looking for more isolated cover this time of year.
So there you go, folks. You want to look for small, isolated pockets of fish. You're going to pick 1 or 2 off, and you may have to move a little bit until you come across them again. Josh, thanks for everything. And to you, Aaron and Emerson, and the whole family, thank you very much, and a Merry Christmas from us.
You too, buddy.
Well, that'll do it for your Christmas edition of the Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, December the 25th, presented by Mercury. We hope that everybody in your household is having a wonderful Christmas. From the employees and family at Bucks Island, thank you for everything, and we will talk to you again next week.